Hey there, mateys, this is Discovery Scouts, the Pirates of the Caribbean film series here. Good morning to you. Today is Saturday, November 5th, 2016. So, I'm gonna go out for the cross the street to going out for Old Country Buffet at about 8 to 8 o'clock for about the breakfast times. So, definitely. So, I got my phone on too much. So, I got my too much foods. And, there's some of the I just chewed about for kimchi fried rice from chicken Caesar salad for the last week, for the yesterday, for the last one day. All you're gonna do is we're gonna have to stay over there. So I can't film it on Victoria's Secret. So I could film it in the mall. So this is from last month. Tam and Tucson. So I took about some pictures about 1 through 4. It could be one of the easier today. So I have the very interesting. I'm gonna run it across the street. There. So this is the Target over there. That's where my sister Bella's working there for tomorrow or something. She went there for interview and orientation, starting to work, making her money. I just wanted to know about it, make sure it's just happen, no matter what happens there. If anything happens, you have to enjoy the time. So you get also have very important things. So those are the 3 guys working there, working outside, pushing the carts. Some of those have a very particular place. So the one of them had the security cameras right over there, and about the one of the food about one of the size, one that could be easier. They haven't they made a security camera still to get about some issues to get the DOI. It would get about 1.5, and they'll get in trouble. They don't know, they don't understand what they're saying, what they're talking about. We're saying that told my dad just going out for a mall for what I told about working about 4 months ago. Mr. Gleason worries about me a long time. He won't gonna see me again. I'll have to tell you about the long stories. Very, very, very long stories. So I get my job, get it implied first, get my interviews, get my orientation, starting my work, making my money. So I have the same thing. So where I'm not supposed to be here. So I'm gonna have to stay right here. So we're just gonna have to see everything. This is gonna worry right here. My stomach's almost upset right now. So I have to take it for a walk at about 2 hours 30 minutes. It's much of too much food on it. If it took the crap out of my restrooms. So I have so much of very emotional, particular, some replacements. So we're in shoes with nations. So I have not totally refused not to about anything what it can happen. I don't know what it told me to. So So I have a very important things with someone else, you know. So Pac-12 networks coming up about Washington State against it by Utah. Some about the 12:30 p.m. for afternoon. The one thing my friend Maddie and Sharia, Kelsey, Emma, and Mention and Taylor, and sometimes Lisa Traders and my good best friends, and Callie Sherwood, mention of Tiffany Engelhardt, sister of Lizzie, and Joyner Barbie, Lauren Dooley, but Zach Velasco, Elizabeth Clements, Alice Gathier, but then who is my friend from graduated from high schools to the WSU. I'm gonna say not very much to say here. Shannon Cribben, Claire Benson, Ryan Gower, Trista Smith, and Brooke Stoner, Nolan McBride, and her brother, my friend Jordan, his girlfriend Carly, and Dawn and her family, and some of those. Whew. Let's see, I haven't seen him once in a long time. I've seen Ryan here, Ryan Knowlton, Chandler Bowles, and Keely, and Mackenzie Roden, and Tyson Miller. I haven't seen him in a long time before. I have a call to each of you guys. You know, some of those about it. My friend to say hello. This is important, mateys. This is important. I haven't noticed it about very much this thing, so I'm not supposed to be here at about 10 to 15 minutes to be the least aside. You know, so I haven't much to do. Is very enjoyable, and I don't have to really notice it about 10 minutes. Notice it about a couple to 10 years ago. 10 years. When she gets completed for the girls soccer player program. Haley Ostera completes for junior soccer for the senior next year, and she graduated for this year. We're planning for this for the socializations, and some of those would be the parties, dorms. Some of those are helpless, respective. Exactly what it is supposed to mean to. I haven't very interested. It's mine is not whatever to get want. So my mom's easier to gets tired. So she gets about hurt her hand. And my dad, she works there about a few weeks. It's getting tired about 15 to 20%. But it gets able about 20.5%. He gets tired and go to sleep. Will get the energy, gets him in the rest at about 75.0%. And my brother he went there about often in 3 days. And Frankie and Bella were working on Thanksgiving Day for Black Friday, and he makes a notice about longer money. I have to get it back. I have to be able to get him in my back. I have to get my job back, and my school back, my friend back to the see on the college today for this junior year. When Emma and her mom just graduated from last year, and she joins in about last 2 years. One thing that happened about last year for this plan, she was a sophomore, Well, this is I have a very much view of the most important things. Then, Cheyenne was arrested in Boston for about last 3 years, and James Welber took the picture on Instagram, and she pulled over to the gas station, and she went there about 4 years, 4 years less. I've seen a lot of it about Shanna and about a few things to do. Shanna and Magnuson went out for went from home from 3 weeks vacation from Ireland. So she will see me around at about for next month for the Christmas. And she knows about who worked there for about 8 to 9 hours, and most of the full time. And the next time would be about part. The 4 or 5 hours, which is included 6-hour shift, would be the regular time. It's easier about making money, you know. My friend Crystal just came in, my new friend, and she has a sales management buckle. They're not open until about 11. They could be also to be easier. I noticed it about team members, and they could be to be applied. It could be reapplied. It has to be to enjoy your time, and Benny and Benny has it about done about football or junior high for middle school. Benny has a middle school football program for this game, and thinking notes of the words about Benny and Chloe, and Brandon and Kenzie words about Bella. He talked about the Facebooks, a lot about missing, and instead of 5 of them, 5 friends, and Michaela has Kevin. He has an idea. Who saw me? They saw me inside there. So they minded them on themselves business. And he talks about very busy. And when Michaela left, what's the new last name is Touchett, and with Kevin touches with Michaela, and they went there, and she went to the for the Mary on the chapel with the wedding. She's short of about her husband. Her husband was very good, and she won't get cheated on him, and he gets 20.5%, and she'll get able to get herself trouble, and she was gonna have not to take it over for the wife, her husband. So but she can't do that for about two husbands. If she gets to the 2 husbands, and she gets 20.5%, and she getting able to get her trouble, and she was only one to be her husband one time, and about her children, boy and girl. If the best that he can ever do, have to believe him, and he course it about getting himself in trouble. He did not a disagreement. So it does matter to get the Democrats voted for election for Society Secretary Democrats. So Donald Trump hates them for one good reason. It's very bad villains. President Obama interrogates Trump, and he doesn't know what happened. He doesn't know what happened about their interrogations. It's most of a very bad idea. His wife, her president for the assistant Michelle, and I've seen about Disney Channel original series and movies, and I was just so it was. So I don't think it about good idea. So I haven't nothing for to say. So I haven't very noticed, but could you? And how could he? Obama talks to Trump, but it gets but it gets at about 0%. He'll get about 100% to get about take away all the money. That's what United States Social Security all the way towards it for the here here for Washington D.C. Capitals and White House. And I saw them about last 6 years. But who lived for about 6 and 7 years. They lasted them for a long time. My dad, brother, sister, and me just walking towards it from a lot of people just crying about 50,000 of them. Then the mostly could be also be easier. A lot of those cities, all the cities, they have too much issues and idea what do you have to say. He says, I'm sorry. Bella says, I'm sorry. She did not take on me for shower, I get sticking really bad from 2010, and she knows it very exhausted, and he was an idea, and kind of have to the same. That can't be lost my mind. My dad's driving there for 2009 for the Crescent City, California, from the Traverse Air Force Base, and she has one of my problems. For 1 week for the day, my aunt takes Yoshi and Corky and mentioned of Flucky in 2009. And she stayed with Ashley, Erica, and with Duffy and Jackson. I always went there for summer 2009, for July, August, for June, for May, abling to the about seeing Hannah Montana in the movie, for seeing things about last 6 years. I think really special. I think willing to do it about last 7 years. What she knows about every time very enjoyable any day. Before any time, she's sort of about really ridiculous. And Erica, my aunt, was it about former with my nephew, and Benny was it about crying a lot. There's spending a lot about one day for Uncle Gio's, and they spent me and Frankie and Bella was spent about Aunt Michelle's about 2 days. Where Corky was fat, he did not notice he took him for a walk. He's a boy, and he wouldn't ease it about rebirth on the skies, and about she really gonna be freak out. Where my Aunt Michelle was most of it, she was 57. She never been an idea. She could be having the most very important things, and she was born in December 29, 1952. When Ashley was born in 1987, Erica Schroeder too, and Uncle Gia has 1964, and she was almost about 52, and they're mostly working hard. They have the issues of individuals, vocationally, and documentary rehabilitations, and they have really issues about investigating for the Oregon Police Department. I'm not sure what he does. So I have a very turning it around. They have an attorney to be the investigator. So easy. Mateys, This is the morning for 19. This is the morning of the fall, November 19, 2016. So I would enjoy the time. I would enjoy the time of the day for go out for breakfast time. So I'm coaching my face right over there, so you can have the straight to the around there to the Dick's Sporting Goods in the building. It's now open until about 10, and before, don't forget to subscribe to my contents. Follow me on www.com.org, Pirates of the Caribbean Films, and Sagas, to tell your fans and the fans that quoted and the quote interesting about planning for the division documentary and evasion action division action. So hope you enjoy it. So give me a letter, so call as you can, so give me a call. So follow on my Jugger Nuggets, Big Butter, Jordy Starbucker, Kid Behind the Camera, Bridget West, and Manny Cohen, Jelly Riley, and of course Derek Diesel Daily, and Cuban Guy, The Cuban Guy Life, Next Boo, Life of Boog, The Boo Show, Space Jam Guards, Life of Moko, Creed, Ragging Dad, Crazy Dad, and Bull Squad, Ragging Dad, and Creed, and Psycho Dad, Larry's Lounge, Joe Bump, Psycho Aunt, Melissa, Psycho Mom, Psycho Aunt 2, Psycho Uncle 1 through 3, and Crazy Boyfriend, Crazy Love, Nana Giles, Elia Giles, and Ben Phillips. So follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Google, Find Situation, I say Gaming Challenge, Juggy Stores, Tom Allow, Cock Story, Cock Talk, and Play Stores and Hangouts. Don't forget about following on subscribers. So don't forget, forever Alexandra Didera here. So Allison Love, Logan Lerman. So ladies and gentlemen, love you guys for the death. See you guys in the morning. See you guys soon. So don't forget. So keep it rich, mateys.